call to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor Reed.
Here.
Mr. Bolt.
Here.
Ms. Hall.
Here.
Stewart. Pockett.
Here.
Ms. Gross.
Here.
Mr. Signa.
Here.
President Hughes.
Here. Pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Right now, I'd like to swear in our junior council member, Ms. Tanea Henry. You want my camera, please? Here.
We're gonna take a picture there.
Yeah, Lisa's gonna grab one. You want my camera? You want my phone? Oh, here it is.
I, Tanea Henry, do solemnly swear
Tanea Henry, do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey,
that I will support, obey,
and defend the Constitution of the United States
and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
and that I will discharge the duties of the office of junior council member
that I will discharge the duties of
the office of
the office of junior council member
with fidelity and to the best of my ability,
with finality and to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Welcome aboard. Tanea.
Hey, we want to congratulate you. Come up here. Yeah. Come up here.
Come on, come sit up here because, you gotta bring it first. Bill Stewart's not here, so you need to sit in Bill's seat.
You sit next to me.
All right?
Congratulations. Thank you.
This is Kelly Buckus. You don't think you ever met Kelly? You did? Okay. Okay, yeah. When the council members are not here, please feel free to sit here.
Sign that there, we'll make a copy.
Okay, new business items for next week is ordinance 667, quality of life and violations ticket process. I believe everyone has seen the ordinance that Sandy prepared. So if anybody has any questions or concerns about it? Sandy, this was the one that was real long and had some
It's long.
questions, right?
Yes.
But it has been advertised, correct?
It has been advertised and it's here in Borough Hall for inspection, also at the newspaper.
There is a copy of it in there. If anyone, take it home and read it. If anyone feels as though that we're not ready yet, we can always table it, correct? Same next month,
Yes,
next week.
it's more
Okay.
complex than I think I was expecting.
Okay. And we also have ordinance 668, which is commercial registration and inspection. That's for the business fee or registration fee?
Or license, you can call it whatever you want. I modeled it after another borough.
And that too is in your packet. Here.
We won't be long.
There's no public comment. Action items for next week. Approval of the minutes, treasurer's report, cash receipts, disbursements, journal, code enforcement report, police report, fire report, engineer's report. general updates, an executive session is scheduled prior to next week's regular council meeting at 6 p.m. Regular council meeting scheduled for 10:15 at 7 p.m. Location is the Eddystone Firehouse, well actually Joe Hughes Hall. And the prayer will be by Pastor Thomas, I believe. Roundtable discussion. Mr. Sigmund?
We removed the steel plate from Eddystone Avenue and filled the hole under the bridge. We fixed the bench at the Lighthouse Hall baseball field. We removed the wasp nets at the new firehouse. And the salt was delivered, the recycle truck is being worked on. And they haven't been able to get it up there, but trying to get it done where the shop is, so that's about all I have right now.
Isn't the recycle truck under warranty?
Well, that's just something we're gonna try to find out about. We just found the paperwork on it, so we're gonna have to go in. I guess the guy who's fixing it, let me put it that way, I'll go in the computer and see if it's been recalled. I did bring up a couple recalls, but it doesn't specifically say that one, so I'm hoping.
Even the warranty, if it's still a warranty, it should cover
It was, I
everything.
think the year
Not
is,
necessarily the-
excuse me, it's 2017, so I'm thinking it's still under warranty.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah, it depends on what it is, warranty's not
Yeah,
covered.
He says it's in the exhaust system, something's plugged solid, can't keep this thing running. And he had this problem a year ago.
These track trans.
That's what I said.
Waiting,
Depends on what it is.
trying to get to the outcome of that.
Keep us updated,
That's all.
that's all. Ms. Burris?
We lost a real gem of our community. For those who don't know, Mr. Paul Sides has passed away, and tomorrow night's viewing from 7 to 9 at White's in Ridley, and Wednesday 9:45 to 10:45 at St. Rose's following the mass. So if you keep his family in your prayers, thank you.
Anything else, Brett? Mr. Bolton?
Well, I just want to congratulate her.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, and, the roof is fixed now also, no more leaks into, Mr. Pretty's office.
We do an emergency repair this morning, Mark, before the rain comes tonight. So you may wanna let Joe know.
I did.
Okay, you did, you let Joe know, okay. Mr. Stewart?
Nothing this time.
Ms. Hall?
So I'm looking into a program, with, Mr. Bolton's been bringing up that he wants to try and raise the property values in the home. A lot of people have been complaining about the upkeep of a lot of our properties. And so I'm looking into programs. I went to New Fellowship House today. They actually assist people in first-time home buyers. They have a whole program. I also looked into VIA grants, which give homeowners, low fee grants for 1% loans. And, the repairs that can be done are roof repair, replacement, installation of improvement of heating and air conditioning systems, upgrades to kitchens and bath areas, repairs, improvements to plumbing and electrical systems, and it can also be used to do addition of living space. So this is really good information that I'd like to bring to the residents. I'm trying to get them to organize, maybe have one type of informational setting that we can have the residents invite them to. But it's all good information that people can use.
Wonderful.
And they can use it to update their properties if they don't have the means. I wanna give them the means. So, and welcome to tonight.
Good job, Mandy, good job.
Thanks. That's all I
Do
have.
you have anything you wanted to say?
Okay, she's like, don't put me on the spot.
Alright, Kel?
You probably saw a flyer for trunk or treat, so, check the dates on the flyer for sign-ups and registration. Tomorrow night is the, first story hour since school started. Messy craft tomorrow, so put your kids in some messy clothes.
What time is that, Kel?
7.
And I think they'd like to have a count, so if you plan on bringing them, please, let someone know.
So, and that's that's ages 3 to 7. If your child is 8, 9, or 10, and you want to bring them, we're not gonna turn your child away. I just wanna welcome Tanea. It's really cool to have you up here. And I just wanna, say my condolences to Paul's family. So I think, the borough lost a big asset. So, and I think that was all I have.
Okay, Mayor?
I'm good, welcome today to, council there, good luck.
Lisa, did you have anything? I mean, we have your report for next week, but.
You do, one of the things I changed in my report, trying to make things a little bit easier, at the bottom I put action items.
Okay.
The one thing that we will, wanna take action on, I'm going to recommend a preliminary land development approval, for the Alliance. I'd rather not do a final, as there's many items that have not yet been resolved, but I think that they've come quite, a long way from their first plan. I don't know if anybody has seen it, but the plan that has been submitted is much better with traffic flow, getting in and out. I think it'll be an asset, as long as one of the conditions of the approval would be that they would subdivide that, parcel along the waterfront for the public, park that we're looking at. That is not, on the plan as a separate lot at this point, so I wanna make sure that happens.
Are they on the new plans? They just dropped plans off today.
I don't know, because I haven't seen those yet, so, we'll take those when I leave. Penn Terminals has started, once again, we're still, having some issues with notifications when they started without any inspections, so we're pursuing that. I don't know if anybody's interested in doing the Green Region 2019. That application is due at the end of October, so if we are, I need to do a resolution at the meeting next week. I don't know what the project would be at this point.
Is that matching?
It's,
matching?
yes,
It's the
it's a 50%, it's up to $10,000 and it's 50% match. So, we may wanna continue some of the work that we did on the last
Right.
Eco Green region there.
You know, that reminds me, on the last one that we did the track, and there's weeds growing up through the track. He was supposed to put something down before he put the stone down, correct?
Yeah, I don't think weed should be coming through it, right?
Yeah, well, it may not be coming through it. It may be that as they're cutting the grass, the seeds are going into the stone.
Kinda like the cracks here sidewalk.
I don't know that for a fact, so, probably the best thing would be to have maintenance once we go through and put, some sort of weed killer, or, I don't wanna say Roundup, because that's not a real safe
The
one these days.
weeds are really bad, all the way around, except for in front of the White House Hall, all the way around, the whole track in there. I walked it up 2 weeks ago, when St. James was over there, make sure the fields were in shape and everything, and the weeds, the track was ridiculous.
Can we find out if the contractor did that? If you did put
Put the netting down.
Put the,
yeah,
the
a
mesh
buffer,
down.
yeah, the buffer down. Thank you.
So we could continue, maybe do something with the baseball field or softball field
Absolutely.
with the Green Region grant.
I can check with the Natural Lands Trust to see if it's something they feel would be eligible.
Cause it has to be green, like the track was walking, like very remote.
What about?
Right, yeah.
What
We
about?
considered that a trail.
Oh, okay.
That's how we got that grant.
The park, well, that's not ours, right, by the church.
Park down the village is not ours.
That's what I'm thinking on the borough property, because of the little park in there.
Yeah, that'd be
Is that
nice.
something
What, down the,
on the
Oh,
borough
the village?
property, yeah, put something there for kids, put something there. I don't know if 10,000 would be enough.
That's,
Yeah.
thank
Thank
you.
you. Grant,
Yeah.
Lisa, didn't you say there was another
But
grant
man,
that's due in
I do
April?
wanna look at
That we
those.
could take 20,000?
The DCNR
Yeah,
grant.
yeah,
DCNR.
yeah, that'd be something.
And that way we could do that, like a monkey bar or whatever.
Jungle Gym or.
If anybody has the opportunity down in Fallcroft on Ashland Avenue, right behind the Fallcroft Library, we just did playground, and there's a really neat, it's for upper body, it's for coordination, it looks, it's a carousel, merry-go-round type thing, but kids actually can climb it. So it comes up like almost like a tent, and it's, the whole point of it is the kids being able to climb to their expectation. So maybe they'll only go the first, and then they look. And I can remember as a child, you do something and you say, maybe I could just do, and they climb more, but it gets upper body strength. So there's a lot of really neat things that have happened with that. So if you get the opportunity, go up and take a look at it.
That was in Fallcroft, you said?
It's in Fallcroft. It's
And we could put that money, the Eco Region money towards that?
More things.
But the DCNR is coming up, and we talked about the DCNR grants and acquisitions.
Yep.
We were talking, you can put an acquisition grant in as well as a development grant. What we need to do though, if we are planning on doing it before the end of the year, we need to get in touch with Gene Lynch or Drew Gilchrist over at DCNR. We have to have a pre-application meeting with them.
Okay.
So, all right?
And that's it?
And Beth and I met on the historic marker.
Yep.
Everything,
Had a lot accomplished.
if everybody can take a look at it, I have to ask that dedicate the program, this is gonna be half size, right? But if you take a look at it, see if there's anything, in here that you'd like to see added. I put a little thank you in for those that have given time and, donated to the event, and then just to Museum
Yeah.
Commission in the back. But, this piece right here, that's in the blue, is what is going to be on the marker, and according to the regulations from PHMC, that cannot be made public until the day of the dedication. So this has to remain as a document, for our review only. Can't go to the public.
So maybe we can collect.
There's one thing that in case
Yeah,
you
so
would,
you might wanna collect them.
yeah, we'll collect these, so everyone, take a look at it, but pass it back, so
I didn't get one.
you can take a peek.
Here, Alan, you
I
can
already
have
gave you
this
mine.
one,
Yeah.
Well, we know how you like to.
Thank you.
but it's gonna be one of the
So Phil, you weren't
half-size
here
folds.
when we discovered we will no longer be able to use 11th Street entrance in Simpson due to gas pipes, so it's going back to 13th Street.
If you look at 11th and Simpson, there's some green 4-inch pipe that about 7-8 feet high. That's actually gas regulator. And there's one probably about 5 feet away, along with I don't know what's in the valve box. It's actually in the sidewalk. It's pretty new. It's right there. So we moved it up to the next intersection, so that we didn't run into that gas line.
Okay,
That's all I
fine.
have.
You guys have anything, John?
Sandy, you okay?
Yeah, just to repeat, if anybody wants to discuss or talk about those ordinances, because both of them are more complicated. And again, you know, I try to follow what, the Borough Association says, and also different ordinances around the state. If anybody has any questions about them, then you can do as you want next week. I also, something came up, if I could pass this up to you, about our rental. I believe, John maybe discussed it.
Yes.
Last week, or last month, I'm sorry, with regard to, maybe feeling like there was a little loophole in the ordinance. But if you look, I don't think there is. If you look on the first one under A, it says every person, skipping, owning, managing, conducting, or operating a dwelling unit or rooming unit shall not rent, lease, let out, or permit the same to be occupied. To me, that to me, that is what the issue was. And if I'm mistaken, please let me know, but to me, this seems to cover every situation. If you let somebody just live in your unit, that a family member live in the unit, they still have to get the license according to this. Now, if you feel like it's not clear enough, we can amend it, make specifically say relatives, whatever, but obviously, this covers it,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Okay.
That's all.
You did a great job on those ordinances, you did a great job, Sandy.
Thanks.
Thank you for all your hard work, Sandy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The only thing, my condolences go out to the Sides family. Welcome aboard today. We're all psyched to have you up here. And Mr. Lyman, how are you feeling?
Good, getting there.
Getting there?
Yep,
Let's see about.
slowly but surely. That's warned me, but
I didn't tell him the real truth, cause you have to experience for yourself.
How long will you be out of work?
I'm back.
You're back to Reestfield, huh?
Yeah, I did for a few hours. Like I did an inspection today, just help a guy out. But, and I've been doing all my paperwork at home, coming in. Well, it wipes you out. You walk around for a couple hours, you're tired.
Your expectation of being ready back to work in 1-2 weeks perfect, it's not relatively,
Nah, my hip I was back in after 2 days off.
Yeah, yeah. Just
But
the
that's a
knees-
whole different animal.
The knee is, it really is a different animal. But you're up and moving, you look good,
Could be worse.
yeah.
Okay, if nobody has anything else, I need a motion for the meeting to be adjourned.
Make a motion for the meeting to be adjourned.
Motion made and seconded for this meeting to be adjourned.
Pass me your,
All in favor?
I did.
All in favor?
You,
Yeah.
Yeah, I give you one.